Well, here are the ABCs of loving your spouse extravagantly. A, begin with an attitude of humility. You know, a humble attitude in marriage can be an absolute game changer because humility's eyes are not on self, but on others. See, it's choosing to let go of that natural tendency that we all have to be selfish and self-centered. A humble attitude says to your spouse, you know, I realize that this marriage is not all about me. And so I don't always have to be right, and I don't always have to have my way. It says, you know what? I can choose to sacrifice for you. I can choose to defer to you and not feel as though that's going to diminish me in any way. See, pride and arrogance says, if there's a choice between you and me, I'm going to choose me every time. But humility says, if there's a choice between you and me, I'm going to choose you. Well, the letter B is be patient. You know, when your spouse makes a mistake, just blows it royally, or if they say or do something that just really pushes your buttons, determine in your heart that you're going to respond with patience and tolerance. I like this quote. It's by Dave Willis, and it says, love is patient. So be patient with your spouse. Your patience is one of the most practical ways that you can display your love. So if you say you love your spouse, you need to put it on display. You need to show it. And we can do that by being patient. And that brings us to the letter C. And that is cultivate kindness. So think, what are some acts of kindness that I can show to my spouse? Kindness is having the ability to speak with love, listen with patience, and act with compassion. I want you to listen to this real example of extravagant love. Now, you may not be familiar with the name Robertson McQuilkin, but he gave a very touching speech back in 1990 when he resigned his position as the president of Columbia Bible College. And the reason he resigned was to take care of his wife Muriel, who had Alzheimer's. And in his speech, he said that she was only happy when he was with her, and so he needed to be with her all the time to take care of her. And he said, it's only fair because she took care of me for 40 years and made my life better. So even if I took care of her for 40 years, I would still be in debt to her. And then he said, it's not that I have to, it's that I get to. Wow. I think that is an amazing example of extravagant love. So from this day forward, remember to give your spouse the lasting gift of loving extravagantly.